So hello friends, you are watching Demon God Gaming and hope you guys doing well, and I am back with another killer tutorial, and today's killer is Doctor. Doctor is a 4.6 meter per second killer. That means he's a fast killer. He has the standard terror radius of 32 meters and he's a tall killer. So let's talk about his teachable perks first, then his powers, because his power is divided in two parts. His first perk is overwhelming presence. Whenever a survivors in your terror radius, their item consumption rate gets increased by 100%. Means item lose their health stage much quicker. Monitor and abuse: increase your terror radius when you are in chase, decrease your terror radius when you are out of chase by 8 meters. Very good on Michael Myers and Hag, because Hag is a small killer and Michael Myers in his tier 2 he has 60 meter terror radius, so that becomes 8 meter, and with his dead rabbit add-on you can decrease it up to 6 meter terror radius. Very good. You know what build I am talking about. The vanity mirror build goes very well and can't go even without this perk. You can use this perk on any other killer. Also it works on Death Slinger also. Overcharge: whenever you kick a generator, overcharge get activated on that generator. Whenever survivors comes to repair the generator, they get a difficult skill check. Basically it's a DS for generators. If they hit the skill check, nothing happens. If they miss the skill check, additional 4% regression happens, and over 30 seconds of duration, regression speed gets increased from 85% to 130%. It increases simultaneously. So this is his perks. By the way, overcharge is a very good perk on Doctor and many other killers who have map travel speed, means they can traverse map very quickly. On those killers this perk works very well. With Doctor it's very good. Now let's talk about his power, Carter's perk. Carter's perk has two parts: one shock therapy, another one static blast. Both of these powers give survivors a status effect that is called madness, and it has 3 tiers. When you hit someone who is shock therapy, their madness tier gets increased by half, but when you hit them with static blast, their madness gets increased by 1. Now let's talk about the tiers. Madness tier 1: when they hit madness tier 1, they scream and reveal their location and nothing happened. You get difficult skill checks, that's all. In madness tier 2, you scream and reveal your location and you face very difficult skill checks. Also you see hallucinations of Doctor and fake palettes. You hallucinate fake palettes also. In madness tier 3, you can do anything: healing, repairing, cleansing it, etc. You can do anything, and you have to snap out of it to get madness tier 1 to do everything again. His special ability, shock therapy, I have said, you charge shock therapy and release. It's a cone based radius, conical, has a conical attack range, and survivors get shocked by it. They can't do anything for 1 or 1.5 seconds. Like they can vault, they can drop pallets, they can do dead hard, they can get into hatch, they can't open execute, they can unhook, they can do anything literally. And static blast: when you trigger when a survivor in your terror radius and you trigger static blast, they scream and reveal their location. Their madness get increased by 1 per charge. And also this static blast does not interrupt their any action. Like if they are trying to vault, it does not stop them from vaulting, or they are healing, it does not do anything. Just when they scream, that for that brief moment they do stop doing anything, but other than that it does not do anything much more than that. By the way, static blast and shock therapy, when you hit survivors with them, they snap out of oblivious status event. Yes, oblivious status event does not work with Doctor. You can go for undetectable status event, but oblivious does not work with Doctor. You have to take that in account. By the way, Doctor's shock therapy is a very good loop counter power. You can counter loops very quickly with his power. So try to counter loops with his power. Now let's go to the add-on section. His first add-on is Moldy Electrode. It increases shock therapy range by 2 meters. Good if you want more range with your shock therapy. The next add-on is Maple Night. Gives you the area of attack or area of effect range of the shock therapy power. Like you can see how much area it going to affected by shock therapy. Next add-on order class 1 decreases static blast cooldown by 2 seconds. Like you can use static blast much quicker. I'm not going to talk about the other effects because they are base kit now. Calm class 1 increases terror radius by 4 meters while static blast is ready, decrease terror radius by 4 meters while static blast is on cooldown. It's the creative add-on, like you have to go for creative builds. Polish electrode increase the static blast attack range by 3 meters. Restrain class 2 reveal survivor's aura for 1 second when their madness level increases. You can use this add-on to use your static blast as a info perk, more potent info power. Like you can treat it as a darkness reveal or barbecue chili by default for doctor. Increase the duration of the illusionary doctor hallucination by 6 seconds. That's good. Order class 2 decrease static blast cooldown by 4 seconds. Can combine both order add-ons to reduce static blast cooldown much faster. Discipline class 2 decrease the detonation delay of shock therapy by 10%. Very good. 10% means you can use shock therapy much quicker. After the range above, everybody goes for the both discipline add-on. Calm class 2 increase terror radius by 6 meters while static blast is ready, decrease terror radius by 6 meters while static blast is cooldown. Okay, scrap tape change the shape of shock therapy to a ring with a range of 8 meters, a radius of 4 meters and thickness of 1 meter. It's not useful anymore. Interview tape shock therapy special ability changes from a cone to a beam with a 24-meter range and a 2-meter width. It's not good because the shock therapy range gets too much narrowed. But if you can master shock therapy and narrow shock therapy, then you can go for it. It's good because it's give you a 24-meter range, which is very long, but the width is too small, so you need to master this add-on actually. I don't recommend this add-on. You can go for it if you want to. High stimulus electrode increase the range of shock therapy by 4 meters. Very good. In class 3 reveal survivor's aura for 2 seconds when their madness level increases. Increase the duration of illusionary doctor hallucination by 6 seconds. Good. You can go for a creative builds as I told you. Discipline class 3 decrease the detonation delay of shock therapy by 15%. Always this kind of add-ons are good, which decrease the shock therapy the detonation delay. Now let's talk about the purple add-ons now. But doctor is a killer. With him you have to go creative, crazy creative, because on this killer you can go for any kind of build. Okay, Resistant Carter's node reveals survivors auras for 3 seconds when their madness level increases. Good. As I told you, you can use his static blast as an info perk, not a power. Order Carter's node decrease static blast cooldown by 6 seconds. Good. You can use static blast more frequently. Discipline Carter's node decrease the detonation delay of shock therapy by 20%. Actually, the current doctor shock therapy range is 12.7 meters, so you can go for both purple and green discipline add-ons to spam his shock therapy literally. You can go for that. It's very good. And okay, this one has a special edition. The doctor also sees the illusionary red stain, and madness tier 3 triggers red stain at terror radius on survivors constantly. So you get a what can I say, pseudo or partial oblivious status effect. Okay, Calm Carter's node increases terror radius by 8 meters while static blast is ready, decreases terror radius by 8 meters when static blast is cooled down. Now let's talk about the ED add-ons. Irritation's Queen, all survivors struck by shock therapy or static blast acquired a lingering status charge. The static charge remains with the survivors until discharge. Multiple survivors struck by the same shock therapy or static blast that are within 4 meters of each other do not acquire static charge. Means if you hit two survivors with static blast or shock therapy who are within 4 meters, they don't carry any charge. Anytime a survivor is within 4 meters of another survivor carrying a static charge, the survivor receives a shock identical to shock therapy and the static charge is discharged immediately. means they increase also the madness. Good. You can go for discipline or calm add-on with this one, or order means order add-on. You can go for them with this queen irradiation queen. Very good. Especially I would recommend go for discipline one. And like you have to go creative with doctor really. Irradiation king, actually this add-on is combination of all other add-ons. Like it has already the affection of calm, discipline, order and restraint, means all four good add-ons are combined inside this add-on. So you can understand like intermediate causes survivors to hear a distant illusionary radius, means they will think that you are always behind them. While in a chase, survivors perceive an illusionary resistance at a radius as though doctor were directly behind them. The effect persists for 6 seconds after the chase ends in madness 2 and is constantly active in madness 3. Means you can harass survivors way means better than anywhere. Broken palace may appear to be replaced with okay, it's like base kit now. Increase the duration of illusionary doctor hallucination by 6 seconds. The doctor, she is illusionary resistant as well as the auras of illusionary doctors and illusionary palettes. By the way, illusionary palettes and doctors are already visible to doctor by default in white. The illusionary resistant gets shown for by this add-on. Okay, these are doctor add-ons, and I'm not going to show any build, but I am going to talk about some perks that are very good on doctor. You can go for them, and as I told you, you can go for both discipline add-ons. This with these two add-ons combined 35% reduction in shock therapy's cooldown, and you will literally spam them. And you can go for this range and discipline add-on. Discipline will give you like you can quickly use shock therapy, and it will give you more range, 16.7 meters, which is very good. Now it's up to you what combo you are going to go for it with doctor. Doctor is a very creative killer. You can go for any kind of build. It's up to you. Now let's talk about the perks that are good with doctor. The first perk is bamboozle. Bamboozle is good with any killer, but with doctor, like you are chasing a survivor in the shack, so you can shock therapy them, block the window, they can drop the pallet, and you can hit them easily. Shack is one of the strongest style, everybody knows. The other perk is hunter's lullaby. Gen based perk or skill check based perks always good for doctor. Doctor goes very well with the gen like skill check perks. The next perk is jolt. You can go for jolt doctor with the doctor, because you will have to hit them down them and don't need to kick a generator. Merciless storm is also good with doctor. Distressing is one of the best perks of doctor, because doctor static blast is terror radius based, and distressing increase terror radius by 26%, so it goes very well with doctor. Jensen in impact is also Jensen tactics is also good with doctor, because he can see the windows and pallets. So before the survivor reaches those windows and pallets, he can use shock therapy to block them from entering that loop. Also, any the save the best for last or undone. That's undone, maybe the unknown perks. That perk, overcharge, any skill check based perks goes very well with doctor. Yes, undone is one of the good perks of doctor. Now I am going to show you how terror radius affect doctor static blast power. In the first clip I am going to show you without distressing and without any terror radius add-on how much range doctor static blast has. So this is the 32 meter terror radius based range of static blast. Now I am going to go to Claudette and will show you how much distance it covered and how much info doctor gathered. So this is the 32 meters range of doctor terror radius and the static blast. So this much area of effect it has without distressing and without any terror radius based add-on. Now I am going to show you distressing based. So now I am going to use static blast again, and will show you the distressing how much area doctor can cover with static blast. So this much area doctor covers with distressing perk, and you can see it's very huge. This area of effect is very huge. it's 40 meters now with add-ons and perk. Now with both terror radius based add-ons, the calm add-ons that increase my terror radius by 8 and 6 means 14 meters. So now I have a terror radius of 54.7 meters maybe, uh, if I'm precise. And 54.7 meters means you are almost entirely covering a map that is called Dead Dog Saloon, and you can see how much area I have covered of area of crows. So it's almost the entire map I have covered with static blast. So using static blast with these two add-ons and with the distressing, you can get info very quickly, very quickly. By the way, don't use the aura reading add-ons with lethal pursuer, because lethal pursuer's aura reading buff does not work with add-ons. So don't use those aura reading add-ons with lethal pursuer. So now I am inside a custom match with bots, and I am going to use the add-on Maple Knight and perk Genshin Impact and Distressing. With these two perks and the single add-on, I am going to show you how to play Doctor. By the way, I didn't play Doctor for a very long time, so there will be some mistakes. Please forgive me for that. And if there is a calm spirit bot, then it will be much better to show you how to counter calm spirit with doctor power, because that's the only perk that defeats doctor very easily. By the way, with doctor I recommend you go for gyro, because there sometimes you have to go for a micro adjustment with doctor to apply his shock therapy. So go a little gyro, you don't need a very high sensitive gyro, a little gyro to micro adjust. Now break the pallet and hook the engine bot. As you can see, using Genshin Impact, I can see every vault location or every pallet's location. So I learned about Genshin Impact's usefulness from a code DVD YouTuber called Arined. He's a clown man, very good clown man. Not good, he's one of the best clown men. So he uses Genshin Impact on clown, and by watching his guide on clown, I came to understand that I can use this perk on doctor also, because both clown and doctor has the loop counter ability. Both of them counters loops. So like they counter loops in a way when the server is trying to get inside the loop. With the clown you have to throw a purple bottle inside a loop before server reach there. With doctor you have to apply shock therapy on the survivor before they enter the loop. So I thought that Genshin Impact is also good on the doctor, and it's really good for the learning phase also. Don't use it when you master the doctor to a certain level. Doctor loop counter is one of the best loop counters after clown. You can go wrong with doctor. Doctor's only weakness is that he don't have much mobility, and whenever he uses shock therapy he gets slowed down. And by that, never use shock therapy in filler pallets. On filler pallet tiles, never try to use shock therapy. As you see, I use shock therapy near the staircase, and what happened, I got slowed down and Yunjin reached the window. Because of Thalita, she was not able to vault the window, but if she was alone, I was chasing her alone, she would have vaulted the window, and I have to like circle around the loop again. So don't use shock therapy, like don't use it like clown's power at all. You have to counter the pallet. Like I'm going to counter the pallet. She noticed that I apply the shock therapy to counter the pallet, and she avoided the pallet. Okay, she has calm spirit. Now you notice that I apply shock therapy. Doctor smiling, but Thalita is not screaming because she has calm spirit. But doctor smile ensures that my shock therapy hit Thalita all the time. Like whenever she get affected by shock therapy, madness increases, and also doctor laughs. It ensures that your shock therapy got effect like Thalita got affected by your shock therapy. Okay, this is how you counter calm spirit player. Don't get scared when you see a calm spirit player in your lobby. Okay, someone is trying to save her, I will go counter that. But a shock therapy is like a power. You can stop unhooking process, you can stop a unlocking process, you can stop a gen repairing process, you can stop a cleansing process, you can stop a healing process. Why I'm lagging, I don't know. You can stop like any interaction process. Even survivors, when affected by shock therapy, can't get inside the hatch. Yes, you can also block a hatch escape for a brief amount of time with shock therapy. Doctor's power is very good. Okay, and I think this is what I should discuss about Doctor. Now, watch the gameplay and enjoy it. Going to stop my commentary for a while, and if I get some kind of a interaction with the bots that I should explain to you guys, then I will explain it. Oh yes, also with shock therapy you can counter dead heart. If a survivor is affected by shock therapy, they can't use dead heart. Now Dwight is in Madness tier 3, and also you have to master the shock therapy timing. I have a very bad habit of using discipline add-ons, so that's why you can see that I am missing my shock therapies all the time, because my shock therapy practice is based on the add-ons. So you have to practice shock therapy well. Like if I have the add-ons here, shock therapy add-on, I would have downed um, Dwight, but I missed because of the shock therapy add-on. I have very bad habit of using them, and my muscle memory totally depends on that add-on, the purple discipline add-on. That's why I'm missing most of my shock therapy attacks. You have to maintain the timing, so I prefer you go for without add-on first, then go with the add-on. By the way, with time you will also get at my point where you need the add-on for muscle memory stuff, but as you can see I am missing without that add-on. I can't hit my shock therapy at all, and this kind of scenario happens if you are not using bamboozle. This bot fooled me, really? When it get inside that locker, this is inside that locker right before the broken right beside the broken wall. When it gets inside get inside that locker, I didn't notice that. Okay, I need to open the locker. Got you. Now I'm going to down Jonah and finish the video here. So see you guys next time with another video. For the moment, goodbye, and don't forget to like, share, and comment. Cybernetics.